Hi guys. Today I want to talk about how Michael Jackson influenced me and what lessons have I learned studying his life, his working process, and I could say that Michael Jackson was one of those figures that influenced me a lot when I was a teenager. I was 16 years old. It was in 2018 when, for the first time, I kind of stopped for a moment and decided voluntarily to go and listen to Michael's music. It was his potential 60th anniversary, and I remember there were some songs, and I listened to some of them, and I thought, shit, I've always known who Michael Jackson is, but I've never listened to him. Like, I've never just sat down and just like, oh, let's listen to one of the Michael Jackson songs. Never happened. But I did. I did. And it was fascinating. I remember my first live performance that I saw. It was Smooth Criminal in Munich, 1997. It was amazing, absolutely mind blowing. Then it was obviously Billie Jean from the same concert, Munich, 1997. Um, Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And also, I was going to high school that year, and I remember me wanting to perform on stage in high school, and I was looking for kind of performance that I can, um, study and that I can show to my school. And as you know, as you can understand, Michael Jackson was the one I picked. I don't know, it was absolutely amazing. I hadn't danced before that moment, but as soon as I started getting to know Michael Jackson better, uh, I, went to dancing classes. I started practicing at home after school. I remember coming back from school and just open a YouTube video, how to moonwalk, how to do a moonwalk, how to do a spin, how to do lean forward, from Smooth Criminal. And that was absolutely brilliant. I mean, it was so much fun. And also, it helped me so much to actually, understand my dark side because the first lesson that I've learned from studying Michael Jackson is that you need to have a dark side, a dark energy. Because Michael was a very kind person. He was a humble guy. But on stage, he was a monster. He was, it was just tearing apart the stage and just the audience went crazy. Like, remember the Super Bowl performance or, you know, actually every single of his live performances was absolutely mind blowing. So, gotta use your dark energy right and learn how to control it and show it the best way possible. In his case, he was dancing, he was singing, it was energy, it was extremely fun and absolutely fascinating. But we can use it at work, we can use this dark energy when we want to achieve our goals, when we strive for something. So that was the first lesson. The second lesson is probably the work approach. Michael was one of the most hard-working people uh, that I've ever seen in history. Not only in history of music, but in history in general. Michael was so productive. Like he was, he would write like 100, 200 songs to pick only six, seven for an album. So he was a perfectionist. He was a perfectionist, so he needed to create more and more to actually pick the best of the best and include that in the album. That's what happened with the Thriller album, with the Bad album, Dangerous, all of his albums. Absolute pure creativity and talent combined, just magic. So yeah, you gotta work hard. That's the second lesson, and be a perfectionist. The third lesson is that you have to stay humble no matter how cool you are, how famous you are. Stay humble, stay humble, stay kind, stay shy. It's fine. People can say whatever the fuck they want about you in media, in newspapers, tabloid junkie, remember that song from History album? But you have to stay kind. There is this quote that some people would love to, you know, get some warm near the fire of your soul, but some people would love to burn you in that fire, something like that. So yeah, that's, I think, the fifth lesson. Oh wait, the fourth, right? So, anyways, the lesson is that you have to select and filter people that are around you. Uh, Michael was a close guy, but I think it's understandable because he didn't have a childhood, and he really, really was. He didn't know whether a person near him want to use him for money, like those kids that accuse him of, uh, things we all know about, or they were like honest people, but he couldn't know. He was so rich and famous that everyone around him was trying to, get some benefit from friendship with him or from being around with him, going to Neverland Ranch. So, um, yeah, you gotta be, you gotta select people that you want to see around you. And I think the last lesson is don't be so confident in your powers. Rely on God. Billie Jean, one of the most famous Michael songs, he wrote it while he was driving in his car. And he just, he had a desire to write a banger, a great song with a great hook. And then it just went like, like it just came from above. As he said, that's his quote. Like the Billie Jean just came to him from the above. And I think as creative people, we have to learn this skill of relying on God in such moments because we are not in control of everything. Whether we want it or not, we are not in charge of everything in our lives, as some Stoics said, Socrates or some others. So, yeah, you gotta rely on God in some of those questions, and that's fine. Because if you really have a strong desire and you want to achieve something, well, set a goal in your mind and go, of course, work hard, but trust in God, and He'll give you the blessing of achieving the thing you want to achieve. If this thing is good for you, if it's truly good for you. And like lots of the times, we ourselves don't really know whether the thing we want is good for us. God knows we don't. So, yeah. So those were lessons I've learned from studying Michael Jackson. Please share your things about Michael in the comments, and would love to read those comments. Share your opinion on Michael Jackson's songs, and what's the best moment you had with Michael Jackson. Maybe you have seen him perform in live. Share your story in the comments. I'll answer all those. Thank you. See you in the next video.